From the fertile land of Anambra State to the corridors of power in Abuja, Governor Soludo's unwavering dedication to sustainable development is transforming the lives of thousands of farmers within the state, inspiring a new generation of agricultural entrepreneurs and reshaping the economic trajectory of Anambra State. His pioneering work in agricultural financing, policy reform and exploit continues to improve the agricultural sector in Anambra State, fostering a legacy of prosperity and growth. Welcome to Solution Footprints. On this episode, we'll be exploring Governor Soludo's bold economic transformation agenda through revolutionary agricultural policies. My name is Chidinma Oranwa. Let's fly.
The solution of our time is here.
Part of economic transformation agenda of Governor Soludo CFR is for the agricultural sector to continue to be a major growth sector for the economy of Anambra State.
Our contract with Anambra people derived from three seminal documents. The Anambra Vision 2070, a 50-year development plan which I chaired the drafting. B, the Soludo Solution, a People's Manifesto for a Greater Anambra. And the third is the Transition Committee's combined report, which built on the first two documents. In sum, ladies and gentlemen on the line, this is an agenda for an itinerant tribe in search of a livable and prosperous homeland. Driven by the philosophy of one Anambra, one people, one agenda, our goal is to build Anambra into a livable and prosperous smart mega city. We want to go back to where Anambra stopped with the palm revolution and plant millions of palm trees. In some years, we will seek not only to export palm produce, but also fresh palm wine from Anambra State. We will seek active collaboration with the federal government, not only to export manufactured and agricultural products, but also services, especially tech, leisure, entertainment, and skills and talents, as we seek an educational system whose products are productive at home and also exportable abroad.
The People's Manifesto clearly spelled out Governor Soludo's vision in the agricultural sector to aid in transforming the state's economy. They include 1. Strongly supporting agro-processing in Anambra State. Continue to support cluster farming operations across the 3 senatorial zones on a comparative crop advantage basis through the empowerment of women and youth under the Commercial Agricultural Credit Scheme (CACS) and Accelerated Agricultural Program Scheme (AADS) programs. Sustaining the collaboration with the development partners, that is Central Bank of Nigeria, the World Bank, the European Bank, Israel, etc., to support increased farming activities, land development, and improved access to financing. Continue the outgrower arrangement to support smallholder farmers through the supply of subsidized inputs. Continue to provide support to the farmers in terms of educating them on improved production techniques, the use of technology where applicable, and general business knowledge and advisory to help them grow their farming businesses. There will be a disruptive change which will engineer a return to the glorious past through a revolution in palm produce. Palm produce and the associated agro-processing industries will create jobs and prosperity for hundreds of thousands of farmers and households.
The lead policy is the regenerative agricultural policy, which addresses the way we produce food from scratch. The regenerative agricultural policy focuses on plant health, and plant health dovetails into soil health, increased productivity, healthy, nutrient-dense food, which means healthy animals and healthy humans that consume this food.
No doubt, Governor Soludo's visionary approach to agriculture is not merely a cultivation of crops. It is a cultivation of prosperity, a renaissance that transcends the agrarian landscape and permeates the very fabric of society. In this symphony of development orchestrated by Soludo, The agricultural initiative emerges as a crescendo, an anthem of hope, resilience, and prosperity echoing. At inception, government procured and distributed 1,140,000 oil palm and coconut seedlings to 130 households. Each household has received approximately 10 seedlings free of charge, an investment in their future prosperity that would generate an annual income of between 1 to 2 million naira after fruition.
We've come to launch the new framework for agriculture. Our policy on regenerative agriculture, going back to the roots, agriculture the natural way, organic agriculture, and to flag off the launch of some further new initiatives in agriculture, we are trying to reenact the palm revolution. Palm revolution built the former eastern region. When we discovered crude oil, we abandoned palm oil. And now crude oil is out. We have to go back to basics and go back to where M.I. stopped. In addition to that, we have also come to launch the commencement of the coconut economy in Anambra State. The coconut economy. Beyond the palm, we are also going into coconut, planting 1 million combined coconut and palm trees every year. That's what part of what we have come to launch today. Anambra State will be earning hundreds of millions, if not more than $1 billion worth of export from these commodities every year, if we do that. That will be part of the new economy. We have to maximize our potentials from the traditional economy, and that has to be agriculture. The coconut and palm economy will be major game changer in terms of diversification of sources of foreign exchange. So in the next 4 years, we will start harvesting the ones planted this year. The ones planted next year will start harvesting maybe in the next 4 or 5 years. And Anambra, the ecosystem, the agro-allied industry that will be processing this will begin to emerge. Anambra will become a net exporter of palm produce and coconut produce. Our youths, our women, this is your opportunity. Plant 50 or so palm and coconut today, tomorrow. That household is out of poverty. The income stream after 3 years is a sustainable one, but the revolution has begun because the solution is here.
In the span of a mere 3 to 5 years, the once humble seedlings will metamorphose into bountiful trees, yielding not only a harvest of coconut and palm oil, but also emancipating families from the shackles of hunger and poverty.
It was a very laudable idea from our solution governor. Of a truth, he's a solution governor, because I know one small size of coconut in the market now goes for about 1,500. And when that idea came, we were so happy, so excited about it. And I took my own, I planted the one I got. I planted some here in my residence in Oka here, and I took some to the village where I planted, and to the glory of God, they're doing very well. And I know in less than 2 years, they will start fruiting. And it's going to add a lot of money to my account, taking cognizance of the cost of coconuts presently. Even the palm fruits, when you go to market now, just small penta goes for 2,500. Even palm oil in the market. So it's a very laudable idea. We thank our governor so much for his magnanimity and piety by making sure that this type of thing is brought to Anambra State. And I want to say that by the grace of God, in time to come, the Anambrarians in the Anambra will realize the beauty of these very projects.
This is one of the ways that Governor Soludo is deliberately and intentionally turning the lives of poor masses around in Anambra State, a model that has attracted other state governments in the Federation who are desirous of replicating it in their various states. Presently, 340,000 seedlings of Igbo species, economic trees, and 700,000 all palm seedlings are under procurement for 2024 season. More than 7,984 households have been profiled.
Since inception, we have procured 1,140,000 oil and coconut palm seedlings, which were distributed across the 326 wards of the state and to each of the villages and kindreds in the towns across Anambra State. We distributed the first one 2 years ago, and the second one was distributed about a year ago. We are now ready to do the third distribution. We've reached over 130,000 this year. We'll be reaching another over 100,000 with these oil palm seedlings. By the time we distribute the ones earmarked for this year, most of them would have received up to 10 seedlings or thereabout. Each of these high-yielding species of oil palm called Tenera gives you between 25 and 44 fresh fruit bunches per fruiting season, which is a year. Now, if we take the average to be 40, 5 would mean 200 fresh fruit bunches in a year. And you need just 100 of these fresh fruit bunches to give you about 1,000 liters of palm oil. That's 1,000 liters of palm oil today in the open market is about 1.4 million naira.
Progressively, Soludo's government promised the investment will be made in research to invent improved varieties and accelerate the mass production of endangered Igbo-specific products such as Okwa, Efi Igbo, Okuku Igbo, Okpa, Ogili, Oda, Uziza, Otaze, etc. This is ongoing and will be distributed within this year as well.
As you all can see, Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR is spearheading a remarkable resurgence and reclaiming the state's former glory when agriculture was the mainstay of the economy in southeastern Nigeria. Stay tuned for more.
In fulfillment of Governor Soludo's promise to continue to support cluster farming operations across the 3 senatorial zones on a comparative crop advantage basis, through the empowerment of women and youth under the Commercial Agriculture Credit Scheme, CACS, and Accelerated Agricultural Development Scheme, AADS programs, under the ATAPS 1 project, over 16-kilometer double-surface secondary roads have been constructed. The roads include W7 141/2 road, Cross Regulation/W5 Turnout Umumbo Road, W6 Umumbo Road. Also constructed is the double-surface rice mill Umuelim Road and E13, E72, E71 Road. 2 health clinics at Omoro and Obunka in Orumba North and South local government areas have been constructed, equipped and handed over to relevant authorities.
The community is very much happy about the project because before now we have been suffering. You know, this area is a farming production area, and we have been looking where to be getting medical health care. But you know, this area is very far from where the local government is. Our local government headquarters is at Umunze, and the Obunka is very far place from the Umunze, whereby after our peoples going to their farm sustaining injury on the farm, they do find it difficult to receive a treatment, especially the first aid. But immediately the ATAPS 1, they started this hospital here, everybody is happy. They are happy, they are glad. And because what they had been expecting and planning to go to do for them for long has come to their doorstep. You see, as it is now, everybody, we don't need of going to the local government area whereby to receive our treatment. The treatment is very close to. We are thanking God at the same time the governor of Anambra State and ATAPS 1, the head of that department that make it possible to inside this hospital here.
Equally, they drilled and reticulated a solar-powered borehole in construction of 45 meters square capacity elevated tank over 6 million stanchions inside a perimeter fence at Omo, Obunka, Abu and Izira in Ayamelim and Orumba South local government areas. Other initiatives include empowerment of 20 farmer groups with agricultural production facilities in Orumba North and South local government areas, paving of market retail shops at Oboji and Omo in Orumba South and Ayamelim local government areas. At inception, Soludo's government promised to continue the outgrower arrangement to support smallholder farmers through the supply of subsidized inputs. This has resulted in the establishment of outgrower scheme along the 4 agri zones in the state. Also achieved is the promotion of rice and cassava value chains development using IFAD-supported VCDP, that is Value Chain Development Program in the state, step down of federal government-funded farmers support scheme, and integration with agro-processing industries for prepaid raw materials supply.
Ndị VCDP nyere aka unu anyị nọ n'ime site na-agba mbọ ha nwa bụ ndị nyere ya both the engines fly ji esula ise ebe a site n'inye aka. So anyị nweta many things from ha both ma the stone na anyị ji wee na the stone rice. Anyị na-ekene Gọvanọ Soludo na nke o mere eme na-enekwa anya na nke ọ ka ya emere anyị emere.
Fanyela anyị fertilizer, fanyela anyị rice, fanyela anyị chemical aji alụ ọlụ a. You may like really, my million everything on your Chinese. So try. Then you like Karin. And I
This processing center was built for us by VCDP with the help of Soludo government to help us process Gary at a larger quantity. We never had this equipment, the Gary peeling equipment in this very locality. The quantity of Gary we, the women, can peel in a day can't be compared with that which the machine can peel. The borehole, the crèche, and the processing center itself. The borehole here has helped the people within this very vicinity. We now make use of water whenever we feel like, in as much as we are dedicated to pumping the water whenever there is sunlight. It has decreased the amount at which people spend in buying water. We, as a matter of fact, appreciating VCDP with the help of Soludo government for remembering us, for empowering, because it's an empowerment. We just want to thank them and appreciate them. That is Ifadigo Women Cooperative.
We are up to 15 number, more especially youth only. We're able to cultivate more than 20 hectares of land. You know, this side now, we just concluded on the harvesting of this side, while this side still remains. We're able to harvest more than 30 tons. Last time we shift it to the market, with that now it shifts the price to come down a little bit. And I believe that if you can be able to achieve this within the interval of this short period now, maybe if you can be able to, if you guys can maybe fund us more, be able to do more. Actually, I'm thanking them for them to give us the maximum support we need, and also to the state government as well.
As an intentional administration, Governor Soludo's government assured of continued provision of support to the farmers in terms of educating them on improved production techniques, the use of technology where applicable, and general business knowledge and advisory to help them grow their farming businesses. Today, 960 farmers have been trained on grass quarter farming, pig, bee, mushroom and vegetable farming, as well as biocomplete compost making. 100 extension officers have been trained on the use of Solution Data app in collection of farmers' data for distribution of seedlings. Under the ATAPS program, which is a counterpart funding initiative, there is ongoing massive irrigation plants in Ifitogwari, Anambra East Council area, which will service Omo, Anako and other neighboring communities.
This has been domiciled for over decades. So
So ATAS now came in and started partnering with the Anambra State government to see a way of making this a reality. The acreage we are expected to irrigate is 3,850 hectares, but we have more. And we have 5 pumps already here that will start as soon as this testing is done. So automatically the hectareage will increase to even 10,000 hectares. So we are expecting more farmers to be on ground for this activity.
Ongoing as well is concrete lining of 12.4 kilometer west main canal, 16.6 kilometer head race canal, 11.1 kilometers east main canal, total of 40.1 kilometers, and rehabilitation of various hydraulic structures. The irrigation facility, which will enable farmers cultivate rice all year round, that is, every 4 months, will service over 10,000 hectares for farmers. The project is 95% completed.
The developed area where rice farming is taking place now is about 3,500 hectares here in Omo, and the other part is in Numumbo. Now, imagine a scenario in which we're able to develop the rest 6,500 hectares. The rice cycle is about 4 months, 3 to 4 months. We'll be producing rice every 3 to 4 months. And on 10,000 hectares of land, we'll be producing rice that 80,000 metric tons of rice every 4 months. And when converted to Naira, you're talking about 112 billion Naira added to the GDP of Anambra State every 4 months with the irrigation facility functioning. I think this is a game changer.
They built mini bridge at Obunka, Orumba South, to enable farmers convey their farm produce to sale points. In over 300 hectares of farmland at Obunka, Orumba South, farmers have been given seedlings fully developed. The land is currently being cropped. It is the same in other places including Ubenu, Aguleri, Umueri, Ifitogwari, Anako, among others.
They have done marvelous things in our life and in our farming. Because right from the time we started with them, we just thought that it was just like some people that we come and go. But these people, they come and they stay. Sometimes they used to come to our farm. They give us training that is called farmers training. They used to teach us how to cultivate rice, cassava. Sometimes cassava stem. 419. Since the time we started using that 419, good improvement. We have improved so much because if you can see our cassava now, it's giving us good yield more than before. Now we can cultivate and harvest our cassava even within a short of 1 year. We have harvested a lot of cassava, and sometimes they give us rice seed. They give us rice seed, Pharaoh 44. So we used to cultivate that rice even 3 times in a season, in a year, because it's just a 3 months interval. They gave us fertilizer in a better rate, in a small rate, because if we go to market, we cannot buy it with a much high price. People in the market say, but this VCDP, with their help, they used to give us, reduce the money for us. We short, they supply us with many things. Even sometimes they give us chemicals. We have benefited, and some of our youth are now interested in this farming production because they are now, some of them, they have given them power tinners. They have also give us monitoring weather monitor. So in short, I cannot recount what the VCDP has been doing in our area. They have done enough. This one now they did for our bridge. In short, we are very much happy. Everyone, like now, today, rain fall yesterday, still we come to farm. And today again, rain fall, we are staying in the farm. If than before, none of us will ever try to come farm. We will just pack ourselves in this market square that is over there. Some will be cracking joke, and the whole of the day we just wasted. So we are very much grateful for him. The things he has been doing in our communities, everywhere you see solution to this one, this solution this. So our governor is trying, and because of that, we are promising that we, the farmers, we will continue to do what will benefit our other fellow human beings, like cultivating, giving much time in our farming work so that people who don't have an opportunity to farm will also have something to eat or put for their table.
At the end, the agricultural policies of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR aims at the attainment of self-sustaining growth in all the subsectors of agriculture and the structural transformation necessary for the overall socio-economic development of Anambra State, as well as the improvement in the quality of life for the Anambra.
If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else stands a chance to go right. And Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo is intentionally laying foundation for Anambra State to attain the much needed food security. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Solution Footprints. Follow us on our social media handles at Solution Footprints on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, and Solution FP on X, formerly Twitter. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. See you again next week.
Every breath of our lives, we've trust in God.